Any idea what secret weapon number 4 is of how to generate referrals without asking? Let's talk about it.
You are not just another hustling salesperson. You are the expert, the resource, the valuable partner for your clients, and how you grow your business should reflect how your clients see you. Welcome to the Roadmap to Grow Your Business podcast. We generate referrals without asking, build positive client experiences, and help you take control of your business. Here's your charmingly sarcastic host, Stacey Brown Randall.
Hey there, and welcome to episode 177 of the Roadmap to Grow Your Business podcast. I'm your host, Stacey Brown Randall. Okay, we are trucking right along with our secret weapons of referrals without asking. That's right. When you come to learn from me, we are never going to teach you those old school referral triggers like asking or compensating or networking to know a ton of people or being overly promotional and gimmicky, really actually kind of being cheesy or just hoping that they show up. Nope, we teach you a different way to generate referrals in a way that is actually going to work for you, and the people who are referring you are going to love it. So we've been diving into these secret weapons. I'm calling them my 5 secret weapons of referrals without asking. One point I've been making over and over again, so here I go again, I'm going to make it one more time, is that these all work together. You cannot take any one of these as a standalone and think that that's all you have to do to generate referrals without asking. They all work together in concert with each other. And that's an important piece we have to remember. So let's dive in to secret weapon number 4. All right, let's get that drum roll going. Secret weapon number 4 of generating referrals without asking is to use the right language. If you are a longtime listener of this podcast, or you are one of my Growth by Referral students, you know that I call using the right language referral seeds. That is the language we use to plant referral seeds. It's just the words we speak. It's the words we write, right? That's all it is. So referral seeds is the language we use to plant the idea of referrals. But how you do that matters so much to making it work, and for those referral seeds to fall on fertile soil versus concrete and blow off in the wind. And this referral seed language is the big differentiator in how my process works. There are, again, as we've been talking about, all these secret weapons, they all work together. You need all pieces of them, but it is this one, I would say in particular, of the language that we use really has the impact we're looking for to generate the results we ultimately want. And of course, it's a focus within all my programs, this using the right language, planting referral seeds, because it's how we direct how a referral source will remember us, how they think about us. Think of it this way. If you can impact how your referral source feels about you. And we're able to do that, right? Because we're a good human and we are following the right strategy with the right amount of touch points, right? We talked about that last time, that being memorable and meaningful, and we're consistent in our actions, right? All of those things, being a good human, following the right strategy of touch points that are done in the right way and being consistent with that plan that we build, that strategy, that will allow us to impact how the referral source feels about us, and how they'll feel is taken care of, like they matter to you, because they should, because they make it easier for you to grow your business. So we are taking care of our referral sources because we want them to know how much we appreciate them, that we don't take their referrals for granted, that they mean a lot to our business. So if we can impact how they feel, which is feeling good about us because we care about them, then we can direct how they think. And that is when you use the right language, the planting of referral seeds, to get you to be top of mind from a referral perspective. Again, all of these secret weapons work together. You can't take one and do a standalone. You can't run out there and to everybody you talk to, referral sources, clients, prospects, networking events, whatever, and just like throw out a bunch of referral seeds like you're aerating and seeding your lawn for the fall and think that, poof, here comes all these referrals now because I just threw out a whole bunch of referral language. That's not what we're talking about. There is a rhythm to it. There is a cadence to it. There is actually a right and a wrong way to do it. There are nuances to understand here. There are times to plant a referral seed and then the ability to know when to hold back and not. And so understanding the formula behind how a referral seed is ultimately planted matters to having the impact we are ultimately after. And that is the piece that I think people think isn't actually real in terms of that there's a formula behind it, there's a cadence to it, there's a right and a wrong way to do it. Because most of the time we're just looking for the easy button, right? We all know this. We are busy business owners. And at the end of the day, we're like, just tell me that one or two little tips that I can use right now and I can run out and get a whole bunch of referrals from it. And that's just not how it works. When I'm working with new students that are in the Growth by Referrals program and they're building out their plan for how they're going to take care of their current referral sources, the people who have been referring them, and they build out their right strategy, that right plan, right? One of their secret weapons we've talked about, and then they're using the right language. There is specific language we use for those touch points. But it's different language we use in different scenarios, like in networkings or in our client experience or with referred prospects or non-referred prospects, or when we're trying to cultivate somebody into a referral source. There's different language, different cadence, different ways that we use this language. It's not just running around just thinking you're going to say referral, 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 and all of a sudden you're going to get that referral explosion, or those river of referrals will just start rolling in. It's not how it works. So understanding the right language in the right situation at the right time is really, really important. Now, I have shared a few referral seed, I'm using air quotes that you can't see, but I've shared a few referral seed examples over the years on this podcast, right? And of course, there's a couple in the book as well that I talk about just so you can kind of get an idea of what I mean when I talk about referral seeds. Like we've talked about how do you answer the how's business question. We've talked about what is the exact language you write in a thank you card when somebody has just sent you a referral. There's lots of different ones that we've talked about, but the real power in referral seeds is knowing the formula so you can create your own messaging, your own referral language that works for you, and you know how and when to apply it. So when I talk about referral seeds as like the secret sauce of what I teach my GBR students, yes, it is the scripts, the dozens and dozens, there's a couple of dozen scripts that we give about what to use in certain scenarios. But the real power, my friends, the real power is in you recognizing the moments to use it and knowing what to say because you've learned what you needed to learn. You've been able to apply it in situations. I've given you what to apply. You've applied it. You've seen how it works. And then you make tweaks. And then you make it work for you as well. So yeah, there's a formula and I want you to memorize it, but then I want you to personalize it because it's got to work for you. But knowing when to use the language is just as powerful as what you're going to say and how you're going to say it. I know so often we look for the easy button in business because let's be honest, running a business is not for the faint at heart. Like it's just a lot. There's a lot of moving pieces and parts and there's a lot of joy. And then there's definitely some not so joyful moments as well. And so I know because I stand in the same place you guys all stand. Sometimes I'm like, just give me the easy button. Just tell me to push the button and then this XYZ thing will happen that I want. And for those of you thinking the same thing when it comes to referrals, I hate being the bearer of bad news. That's not how it works. There is no easy button. There is no one little piece of referral language that you can learn and then you can go out and apply it and have your referral explosion happen. Yes, you may get one or two referrals that do happen and that's awesome, but that is not consistent results. That is not ongoing results. And that's not how you build a business from a sustainability perspective. That's why you've got to have processes. That's why you got to have a plan. That's why you need a strategy. But when we're talking about these 5 secret weapons, some of these are just who you are. Are you a good human? Or are you willing to become one if you're not? Some of these are just who you are. Are you a good human? Can you commit to some consistency of your actions to take care of the people who matter most to your business? And then some of them are, you got to learn the right things, right? You got to know what the right strategy looks like. You got to understand what I look like when I say surprise and delight, top of mind, memorable and meaningful. Like you've got to understand what it looks like to have the right strategy. And then you've got to know what it looks like at the same time to use the right language. And those are things you have to learn. I had an amazing call a couple of weeks ago with an attorney that is kind of in the same space as me, not in referrals, but and then just this online creator kind of world. And he happens to be an attorney and he's awesome. And he was learning about what I do. We were connected by somebody else. And we were just taking time to learn each other's businesses, other than also addressing the fact that we both have massive gardening fails. We were also discussing like what he does. I was learning more about what he does, and he was just learning more about what I do. And he said something really powerful to me that I've never heard anyone say about my business before. And he said, "Oh, what you teach has no generational gain." And I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, what you teach has no generational gain. This stuff has to be learned by each individual. Individually, we have to learn what you teach. This is not something that is passed down." He goes, "What you teach is never ending because there's no generational gain. Nobody just gets this from one generation to the next. This is something that each person has to learn for themselves." And I thought, wow, that's powerful and pretty freaking amazing. I'd never thought about it that way, but that is the truth. Some of what I teach is based on just who you are. Are you a good person? Are you consistent with your actions? And we got another one coming up, number 5, secret weapon, that'll be a little bit more about who you are. And then there's the strategies and tactics you need to be taught. You need to learn, you need to understand, and then you need to apply. And that is the right strategy with the right language. Okay, so we're going to wrap up this series next week with episode 178. And I can't wait to share with you guys the 5th secret weapon of referrals without asking. But remember to hop into our Facebook group and share your thoughts on these secret weapons as we are going through this 5-part series. Until then, take control and grow your business. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening to the Roadmap to Grow Your Business podcast. To access all resources and links mentioned in today's show and to connect with Stacy, head over to www.stacybrownrandall.com.